Good morning, good evening, everyone. So, we are going to see quickly on how to set up a self-hosted agents in Azure Devops, right? In Azure Devops, generally there are two different agents. Right? One is a Microsoft hosted agents, another one is self-hosted agents. As the name indicates, this is owned by Microsoft, right? So Microsoft will give you its own virtual machine. Let it be Ubuntu, let it be Windows, let it be Mac, or let it be any of the other server operating system. If you need a machine to do a CI/CD pipeline, Microsoft will give it for you, and you have to pay for that particular machine. But if there is any issues or if there is any problems, you cannot log into that particular machine to troubleshoot it. That is one of the drawbacks. So that's the reason the critical applications, the banking applications, the finance applications, the hospitality applications, they generally go with the self-hosted agents. As the name indicates, it's owned by us. So we have to create our own virtual machine, and we have to install all the necessary softwares that is needed to run this particular CI/CD pipelines. And if there is any issues or if there is any troubleshooting that is needed, we can log in to that particular virtual machine and then we can troubleshoot it. And that's a full advantage of it. And the Microsoft hosted agents is free for up to 30 hours when you go with Azure Devops. But the self-hosted agent is free for unlimited, because this machine is owned by you and you can use it for unlimited number of times. So now let's quickly see how to set up this hosted agents. It's very easy. Let's see, and then we will try to work on that. Okay? Let's jump on to Azure Devops. This is a project which you would be aware from the previous series. We created an import demo project, and then we have imported the code from GitHub into Azure Devops, and we have done a lot of other operations. To install and self-hosted agent, we have to create a virtual machine. Let it be on Azure, let it be on AWS, or if you have your own virtual machine or any extra laptops or any of the other machines available, that is plain and enough. Let it be Ubuntu, let it be Mac, or let it be Windows. Okay, so in this example, I have a virtual machine created from Azure, which is a brand new virtual machine, and then I'm going to use that to show you guys. This is a brand new virtual machine, and in this virtual machine I'm going to install a self-hosted agent, and then I'm going to connect this virtual machine to my Azure DevOps. So for that, what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to go to this project settings. Under project settings, you will have this option called as agent pools. Okay, so this is an agent pool where I'm going to add a new pool over here, and I'm just going to choose the pool type as self-hosted agents, and I'm just going to give it as import demo. Okay, and then I'm giving a permissions to access all the pipelines. Only then, once after you create it, this agent pool or a self-hosted agents will be shown on your pipelines. If not, it will not be shown. So I'm clicking on grant access, and then I'm clicking on create. So once if you click on this, you will have an option over here to add a new agent. Click on that, and this will show you the steps. If you are going to go with Windows, this is the steps. You have to download the agent and you have to run these particular commands. If it is going to be Mac, then these are all the steps. If it is going to be Linux, then these are all the steps. So for me, I need it for Windows, so I'm clicking on this, and I'm choosing x64, 64-bit operating system. I'm copying this particular URL, and then I'm going to my virtual machine, and then I am trying to click on this Internet Explorer because it's a brand new virtual machine, it does not have Chrome, and then I'm trying to paste that particular zip file to download it. So I'm just clicking on save, and if you see here, the agent is getting downloaded. Okay, down. So the agent got downloaded on my downloads directory. What is the next step? The next step is I need to open the PowerShell as an administrator, and then I need to run these following commands. Okay, so I'm going back to my virtual machine, and I'm going to choose PowerShell as an administrative mode. So PowerShell x86, and I'm opening as an administrator. And I'm going to my C drive. Okay, I'm going one step back. I am in my C drive. I'm trying to paste that. I'm creating a directory called agent, and I'm inside the agent directory. Now what is the next steps? I am trying to extract the downloaded file, and this will extract automatically and then put it on my current agent directory. Right. Once this is completed, what is the next step? I just need to click on configure command, and then I need to configure the agent. And once the agent is configured, then I need to run the agent. But before this, you need one more important step, which is a PAT token, personal access token, so that the virtual machine gets connected and authenticated with your Azure Devops. How do you create a PAT token? You have to go to this particular option next to your user profile, and then you can click over here, and this gives you a personal access token. Just click on new token and then give the name of the token, import demo agent, and then I'm trying to give an access for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. For now I'm just giving it for 30 days, and I'm just saying full access control. Click on create, or if you wanted to have a custom defined access, you can try to give it as per your needs. So I'm giving a full access and clicking on create. Copy this so that it will not be shown one more time, right? I'm copying this particular key, and then I'm going back to my agent, and then I'm going to open a notepad to save this. Fine, now I'm saving this key. Now the extracted, if you type dir, you can see all the files are getting extracted, and you have two important commands, config.cmd, run.cmd. So now I'm clicking on config.cmd, and this will ask me all the details. What is the server URL? I'm coming back here, and this is my server URL. I'm going back and I'm pasting this. This is my server URL, and authentication type is PAT, which we have created. So click on PAT, and then you have to copy the PAT token. So the one that we have copied now, copy it and then paste it. So once all the things are successful, then it will connect to the server. Okay, the server is getting connected. You enter the agent pool name. What is the agent pool name that we have given? So go back to your previous step. The agent pool name is import demo. So copy that and paste it over here. What is the, I've just given it wrong. Let me cancel it. Let me try to run it one more time. Okay, I'm clicking on configure, and this is my server URL. I'm clicking on PAT, and I'm copying the PAT token. Okay, it is getting connected to the server. Okay, what is the agent pool name? The agent pool name is import demo. Import demo. And what is the agent name? Agent name is also import demo. It is scanning for all the possibilities and everything. And then once after the agent setup is there, you can see the options over here. You can see at present there is no agent which has been there. See here. Now automatically the agent got created, which is shown over here, and the agent is offline. So once after you create everything, you just need to run it as a service and enable it, and that will automatically create you the agent. So now you can see everything is offline. Now the next step is run.cmd. Once if you click on run.cmd, it will scan for the availabilities, and then it says connecting to the server, and then it should say listening for the jobs, and here it should automatically turn it as online. Fine. So if you see, it is just very easy to set up your own self-hosted agents. Now what we have to do, once if your agent is created, Go back to your pipelines and then create a new pipeline and use a classic editor, for example, and then go to an empty job. And since it's a Windows agent, you can just try to see the agent pool. What is your agent pool name? Is import demo. Okay, you're choosing it, and then let's choose a simple PowerShell task. I'm just saying write host hello file to check, make sure like your import demo agent is working fine or not. I'm just trying to click on this, and then we have to check whether the agent is working fine or not. You can see here the pool name is import demo, and then here it is actually listening for the jobs. Once if the job starts and everything, you can see the job activities over here, right? And thereby we can clearly see that and self-hosted agent that we have created is working fine without any issues. The one important thing that you actually need is just the pack token. If you have the pack token, the rest of the things seems to be very easy, right? Click on this pool informations to see, okay, if you see here, the import demo agent is online and the job that we have started is also came up over here, and it is just queued, right? And this is how we can try to track the informations of your self-hosted agent without any issues. Okay? If you feel any doubts or if you wanted to let me know any details, please feel free to write it on the comments and I'll be happy to help you guys across. Right? Thank you.